Congrats this time around. You got two
Saw that,
in
yes.
the top choices.
Thank you.
I voted for you for last time. Now it meant something. It got somewhere.
Wanna? Oh, I can. Yep. Oh. Hi, Dana. Dana, can you
Hi,
hear
how
me?
are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm well too, thanks.
Good, perfect. Good start. Thank you. All right, Chair Coster, it is 4:30, so you may begin when you're ready.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. Welcome everyone to the Art and Culture Commission meeting. We will start off with a roll call. Brittany?
All right, Jonathan Rudder, Allison Coster,
Present?
Dennis Krull,
Present.
Britta Tristad, Nathan Dickey, Paula Krogan,
Here.
Chuck Hendrickson. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Seeing none, I would, hopefully everyone has had a chance to read the minutes. And are there any additions or corrections to those? The chair would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second? Thank you. We'll pause here just a sec. It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes as printed in our packet. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Minutes are approved. Are there any citizens to be heard? I don't see any, but there might be somebody invisible. Moving on then to business items. The Arts Partnership update. Brittany?
So we have Dana Delval with the Arts Partnership joining us virtually this afternoon for an annual update on recent projects, initiatives, and events. So I will turn it over to Dana.
Thank you so much. Hello, Moorhead Art and Culture Commission. It's nice to be with you again. I'm sorry I can't be there in person. My board is also meeting right now, so I need to hop off of this and onto that. I just wanted to quickly come in and continue what has become an annual tradition now of just checking in with you, keeping you updated on what's going on at the Arts Partnership in the chance that we are working together on projects coming up in the next year. So probably the big news at the Arts Partnership, which some of you know and some of you may not, is that I have resigned from my position effective April 28th. So I have effectively 5 more weeks to go. And then Tanya Blanich will either come in, Tanya is the current director of operations, will either come in as the interim or as the full-time director. That's being discussed at my board meeting today. So she will be your new point of contact going forward next year either way, because I believe she will be given a 1-year contract as an interim. So, I think that the state of the arts is that we are still recovering from COVID as a sector. I imagine that many of you feel that way as well. I think attendance is still not where it was for the majority of performing arts. I think, all the pivoting that the arts sector did across the world during COVID has given us new challenges and new opportunities. And so it's been really pretty remarkable to watch the sector continue to navigate this new normal in the face of so much uncertainty, COVID just being one of those things. And the Arts Partnership is certainly no exception. So we have dialed things back a bit. We are now primarily a communications organization about our 150 or so partners, which includes arts nonprofits, artists, and arts-related businesses. So that involves everything from monthly newsletters to weekly forum content to social media and everything in between. We also continue with a program, you may have seen it today in the forum, called Artworks, which is this fabulous program that gets artists and their art rotating through businesses in the Fargo-Moorhead, West Fargo community. So that has been a fabulous program for us and a continuing to grow program, which is exciting because the businesses that are interested in this are not necessarily the usual suspects. And that means that we are reaching audiences that are harder to reach than the obvious some of the banks and those kinds of places which have made a huge commitment to the arts. So we view it as a very positive entry into agriculture and some of the nonprofits and some of the new businesses that are popping up all over town. And we also view it as a massive asset to our artist partners because in many cases, their art's being purchased, becoming part of permanent collections, private collections, those kinds of things. And it's a great, it's just a great way for their work to be seen, again, by not always usual suspects. So we're really thrilled with that. We no longer do Chalk Fest. If copying is the highest form of flattery, then we feel very good about Chalk Fest. We certainly were not the first place ever to invent a public community-wide Chalk Fest, but there were very few of them before we started that event in 2013. And when we decided to end last year, it was in part because there are so many Chalk festivals now across the 3 communities, north to south, east to west, that it no longer made sense for us to do that. And that's a great situation for us to be in. So we were thrilled actually to put it down, despite being sad to let go of that very, very successful public event. Our granting programs continue at a very strong pace. So City Arts Partnership grants are dollars that come from the 3 cities and go out to the nonprofit sector through a very rigorous grant program. Then we privately raise money for the individual arts partnership grants and started a new program this past year called Art for All, which is funding that goes directly to non-arts nonprofits who want to bring the arts in to enhance their own mission and to provide access to their clients. So we are just about to select the second year of that grant program. We are thrilled to have doubled the amount of money in that program this year. Again, privately raised dollars. So we view that as not only important in terms of making sure that there is access to arts access and art making across the entire community, but also great access to many of our partner artists and nonprofits who are then being brought into work in collaboration with these other nonprofits. So it's a win-win-win all around as far as we're concerned. That's probably about enough for my quick and dirty report on where we're at. I just want to say that as I wrap up nearly 13 years at this organization, I look at the landscape of the arts across the three communities, and it is very, very different. You didn't exist. The Fargo Art and Culture Commission didn't exist. West Fargo's Art and Culture Commission did not exist. There were no utility boxes. There were few murals that were not quite old murals. There was no grants for individual artists at the local level. There were very few opportunities for artists to have access to support in all of the ways that we have created in these 12 and a half years. So I leave with a joyful heart and a lot of pride for the work that we have done, and just look forward to seeing what's coming next from your work to everybody else's, including the Arts Partnership. So thanks, and I'm open for some questions if you have any.
Not a question, but thank you for your service and everything you've done from this position, Dana.
Wow, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it. You were one of the very first people I met early on in my time. So it has been gratifying to see young artists become young artists and arts leaders like you have. So it has been a joy to be in partnership with you and so many other artists and arts leaders and organizations and government entities and everything else. This community really is sort of that village mindset of supporting the arts. So I look forward to seeing that just continue to get stronger and stronger. Thanks so much for the work that you're doing in Moorhead specifically, and for being great artists and arts supporters across the Tri-Cities. I'm going to hop off and head over to my own board meeting, but thanks so much and good luck with your work.
Thanks, Dana. We wish you the best in the future.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Next business item is public art approval, utility box wraps. Brittany?
All right, so the utility box wrap project began in 2022 with the commission choosing the art and location for the boxes. Due to the unforeseen issues with some of the art selections no longer being available, a survey was requested to assist with choosing replacement artwork. The top revised arts choices are as follows. Number 27, Celestial Hound by Dennis Krull. Number 29, Ascension by Dennis Krull. And number 40, A Singular Tree by Mitchell Hofart. The results are listed on page 5 in your packet. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Any questions? What is our next step? Do we just match it with the, the locations that still need a wrap, and then?
Yep, so if the commission would like to make a motion to replace the artwork at those locations, E and Q. Those were the ones that those art pieces were no longer available. Choose which one would fit best in those, and then ideally if we could have a third option just in case one of those was already taken, that would be nice.
So Dennis, you got any thoughts as to which one you want in which location?
No, I hadn't thought about that too much. Right now, I'm trying to figure out where those places are.
I think there, oh, no, there was a map last packet. Can anybody kind of hone in on approximately where they are?
Yeah, I took a quick look at the map on my phone before the meeting, and I think the 20th, 21st Street, is that not where the new underpass is?
Yes, yep. And actually, yep, the locations are also listed. I'm sorry, on page 5 as well. I did not include the map in this packet. E is 20th and 21st Street South and Main Avenue Southeast. So, yep, that's the new underpass area. And then Q is 34th Street South and 12th Avenue South. Or excuse me, 34th Street South and 12th Avenue South. Yes.
So that's what, by that Casey's? Yeah, okay.
There are lots of fox in the meadows
Hmm.
right there. Yeah. Kind of would like to see a foxy.
The motion.
Say though. Let's decide the other ones too. Put it all in one.
Well, I think Dennis's 2 were the top vote getters, so I think they should be the 2 that get placed, and then the number 40 would be the spare.
Which address is in your neighborhood, Paula?
The Q, I'm guessing. The 34th and 12th was Q.
Mm-hmm.
So are you making a motion that number
27.
27 would go at location Q?
Okay, with whatever.
We need a motion so we can discuss.
I know that. Okay, I move that 27 go to location Q.
And 29.
29 goes to E.
Yep.
There we go.
40 be chosen if one of the others is not available.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Discussion? Differing opinions? Make it so.
Vote.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Reports and information. I know Brittany has a tidbit, but does anybody have, maybe we should go around and do reports first? If we have them?
I can certainly start if you like. So coming in April, we're going to have a demonstration of the Moorhead sculpture walk we're looking forward to, and then doing a continuation of that future project discussion started in the February meeting. So kind of looking forward to that.
Could report on some upcoming concerts at
Sure,
Concordia
please
like I
do.
normally do. So this coming Saturday, the 25th of March, The Concordia Orchestra is doing its Spotlight concert at 1 p.m. in Memorial Auditorium, and they are performing several movements from Mahler's Second Symphony. So if you didn't get enough Mahler this weekend at the Fargo Moorhead Symphony, you can come hear the Concordia Orchestra play on Saturday at 1 o'clock. And then Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m., I believe also in Memorial Auditorium, the Chapel Choir and the Cantori will have their spring concert, directed by Dr. Kira Haler-Knudsen. So please come out and support those concerts.
I know Studio Vibe Arts is going to hold James and the Giant Peach at the TAC, March 29th through April 2nd.
Can I add one more? Important not to forget.
If you must.
So our percussion day is coming up the following weekend on April 1st. Actually, it's March 30th, April 1st, and even some things on the 2nd. But the main event is on April 1st, and it is David Eiler's final percussion day as professor of percussion. He's retiring at the end of this year. So it's going to be kind of a gala event. There's a big alumni ensemble that's going to perform. There's a 4 p.m. concert with the Concordia student and alumni ensembles, and then the guest group is the Heartland Marimba Ensemble, and they're doing an evening concert at 7. All of this is in Memorial Auditorium. I mean, this is the 31st percussion day that Dr. Eiler has put together here, and it's really an institution in this community. So hope people will come out and come to his last one. Hopefully not the last one, but his last one as its director.
Great. Anything else?
I want to make sure I get the dates right on all of it. I'm looking at, trying to pull it up here. This weekend at the museum, we've got a pair of new exhibits that will be opening up. Annette Marchand will be presenting an exhibit of her ceramics up in the Catherine Kilbourne Burgum and Gustavian galleries on the second level of the Rourke. In the main gallery, we've just finished framing a series of monumental reduction woodcuts by Gordon Mortensen. Those will be on view down there. When I'm looking up, unsuccessfully thus far, we've started a quarterly lecture series at the museum, and in April, Marcus Kruger from the Historical and Cultural Society of Clay County will be presenting a lecture on early Moorhead artists. And to the best of my recollection, it's on the 11th, but folks would probably be safer to go to our website and check it out.
Great. Thank you so much. Lots of good stuff happening. I guess we have reached adjournment. See you next month. Thank you.